Hey there YouTube, Mrlubufu here with the next edition of PTQ prize packs. If you remember last week, we opened up a big Savage Board Hydra, and followed it up with Shockland and a Frontline Medic. And we're just going to go ahead and hop in. So again, this is the box I won for top 8 in a PTQ. I go ahead, take a draft set out, and open them up. Explaining to you guys my thought process, I think through first pick perspective, and then if this was half of our sealed pool, the sort of things we want to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and just open up our first pack, your Dragon's Maze pack, and just hop right in. So as you know, anytime I draft, I take any card that I think is very, very powerful and I bring it to the front. So we have a Maze Rusher, a Boros Mastiff, Fido Burst, Smelt Ward Gatekeepers. Mrlubufu Fighter is good, probably not first pick good, but certainly a very powerful card. Zerta Druid is a card I would definitely first pick, it does a lot of work. Wake the Reflections, Windrake, Clear a Path, Fatal Fumes. Our first uncommon is Woodlock Crawler. Our second is Species Gorger, which I might actually first pick. Same with Krasis Incubation. Our rare, well, I mean, this makes it kind of easy, right? Like, we got a Progenitor Mimic. It sucks that there are two other Simic cards in the same pack that I'd also consider first picking, the pack that we took a Progenitor Mimic. So the people to our left, it's very possible to put people into Simic or considering Simic. So we'd have to cut the colors pretty strong if we really wanted to get rewarded pack 2 with it. Because otherwise we're just going to end up cutting our colors. But Progenitor Mythic is just such a powerful card. Like, you really can't afford to pass it. It's just unfortunate that the rest of the pack is Simic. Now, on the other hand, if this was sealed pool, look at us. We just got 2 bomb uncommons and a rare that just does a lot of work. And the ability to go blue, green, red with the Zerta Druid certainly doesn't hurt. And the fact that you have a Boros Guild Gate means we sort of get there. But this pick was pretty straightforward. Let's move on to our Gatecrash pack. So hopefully we get a good Simic card to follow it up. If this was a sealed pool, that's exactly what I'd be hoping for as I open this. The same with Draft if we ended up in Simic. Anyway, we have a Smite, very powerful card, certainly a card worth first picking. Slaughterhorn's also quite good. Structural Collapse, Martial Glory. Shamble Sharks is, I don't think it's first pickable, but very powerful Simic common. Totally Lost. Assault Griffin, Skybinder Staff, Skinbrand Goblin, Last Thoughts. Our first uncommon, certainly one very powerful one, Sunhungle Mage. Same with Sapphire Drake, Urban Evolution, and our rare, well, this is making it interesting. That's an Aurelia, right? So we have an Aurelia and a Progenitor Mimic. And now it comes down to, well, do we go green, red, white? So we go Naya, Splash, Blue? Because we get rewarded with this pack with 3 very powerful white cards, one of them being red-white. Martial Glory is also, you know, good. Assault Griffin's good. Skinbrand Goblin's playable. Like, we get rewarded with a lot of Boros in this pack instead of a lot of Simic. Like, Sapphire Drake, Slaughterhorn, Urban Evolution, all quite good. Same with Shamble Shark. So we have some Simic. But the question is, like, look at this. Like, this is good. And we got a Boros Guild Gate in the pack, or in our Dragon's Maze pack. So I think because Aurelia is harder to cast than the Progenitor Mimic, I'd probably go with a Naya base and splash a little bit of blue. Because, well, you want to be able to cast, if we're going Naya, we definitely want this like Zerta Druid as well. Krasis Incubation and Progenitor Mimic are probably worth splashing. Simic Gorger, not so much. I mean, it is quite good card, but I mean, it's not Progenitor Mimic insane. No, you can't Progenitor Mimic your Aurelia. I don't recommend you do that. But that would be interesting. It'd be funny if they like did something to Aurelia and the new legendary rules. So of course, naturally, if we open this up, right, this Return to Ravnica pack, we're gonna get, I don't know, the black blue. No, we can't get Demir. That's in Gatecrash. We're gonna get a good black creature, of course. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. Dino Charge combos with Aurelia, by the way. Terrace Worm, Golgari Guildgate, which is unfortunately off color. Cancel, Golgari Longlegs is a good card. Skullrend, oh, that's a stab wound. So naturally we get the best black common, arguably the best common in the entire set for limited and stab wound. Tower and Indrik, and Azorius Guildgate is pretty nice actually to go with if we were going splashing the blue. Tower Drake, our first uncommon is Fall of the Gavel. Our second is Vandal Blast. Our third is Nivix Guildmage, and our rare is an Ash Zealot. So this depends kind of how aggressive we want to go. Like, if we're going aggressive Boros or aggressive Naya, probably the Ash Zealot's the pick. But I'm kind of leaning towards the Azorius Guildgate. Just because we have enough powerful cards, why do we want to push our mana base even further with a double red on turn 2 card? Like, we really want, if we play Ash Zealot, we want Ash Zealot turn 2. It's unfortunate because this is a Stab Wound, and Stab Wound is a card that I absolutely loathe passing. But this one, I'd probably take the Azorius Guildgate just for the mana fixing if I could play these two. If this was sealed, maybe I might want to push it with the Ash Zealot. Like, Dino Charge with Aurelia is pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually completely bonkers. But it's not, you know, it's not a card within itself. The rest of it's pretty empty. I mean, we have a Towering Indrik, but Cancel's okay. Longlegs is good, but we're not black-green much. Like, we're double green if we want to cast that. And Nivix Guildmage, this is not the deck for it. So, I mean, hopefully if this was sealed, like, we ride our bombs to victory, just like, blarg! Look, Aurelia lets me attack twice. Oh, look, Progenitor Mimic does insane things, sort of. Good. So it all comes down to that. Very, very mythic-filled set of packs. If you watch the rest of the series, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. Anyway, so that's it for this episode. Thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to check out the other episodes, and look forward to the next one next Friday. Thank you all for watching.